Across the South Coast, live from Solent University, you're listening to Solent Sports News.
Good afternoon, it's 1 o'clock, I'm Pat Fitzgerald and these are your Solent Sports News headlines. Southampton take on Swansea City tomorrow as Will Still looks to better his record. Having only won one game out of their last 6, the Saints are 17th in the Championship. However, they are only 4 points off the playoff positions.
How we turn draws into wins and how we give ourselves a bit of confidence, but also the opportunities to turn these points into threes.
Breaking news in local football as AFC Tottenham's chairman has resigned. Stephen Snow announced that due to personal reasons, he could no longer continue as chairman, where he has been in the role since the 1st of January 2022. Good news for Tottenham though, his business Snow's Motor Company remained the title sponsor at Tottenham and the name of the stadium. Cole Palmer will be out of action for at least 6 weeks. The attacking midfielder missed 2 matches in August with a groin problem and is now set to miss more. Maresca confirmed the club will not opt for surgery.
We try just to protect Cole as much as we can, but unfortunately the medical staff, they are no magician. You never know that. Probably you need 6 weeks. We hope that 6 weeks they are enough.
Earlier, we reported that supporters of an Israeli football team have been banned from attending a Europa League match against Aston Villa. The West Midlands Police told Maccabi Tel Aviv fans they could not travel due to violent clashes and hate crime offences in the past. Well, now we have an update on the situation from a local journalist. Welcome to the studio, Ben Breeze. What's the latest, Ben?
Thanks, Pat. So in the last hour, the West Midlands Police and Crime Commission has requested an immediate review into the Maccabi Tel Aviv fans being banned from the Aston Villa game next month. The senior government officials are also going to meet today to see if there's a way through this ban after Prime Minister Keir Starmer called it wrong. And also, as someone who's lived near Amsterdam, I've seen a few fair riots there, but Tel Aviv fans and the Palestinian protesters during the Ajax, just before the Ajax game, had clashed, and this was kind of a different level to what I'd seen before. I would not be surprised if these actions kind of led to the ban, but I'm also not saying that I agree with the Israeli fans being banned as well. Thank you, Pat.
Thank you, Ben. Now, Rangers interim manager Stephen Smith says he's willing to take charge of the first team for as long as it takes to find a new boss. The front-runner is former Rangers player Kevin Muscat, the current Shanghai Port manager. A deal is believed to be on the verge of being finalised. This Sunday, Southsea will be seeing huge crowds, lots of noise and plenty of runners. The Great South Run is a charity event organised for anyone to take part in. Faith, who runs the South of the Sea Instagram page to showcase Portsmouth, is hopeful the long-standing event will provide a boost to the city.
It's mainly a bit of a pick-me-up. In the past few years, Portsmouth has started to host more and more big events, but Great South Run has been around since 1991, even before I was born. And what I always notice is how buzzy the city gets. The atmosphere is always great, and it's such a nice way for visitors to experience, in my opinion, an underrated city.
In rugby league, former Bradford Bulls head coach Brian Noble says he hopes the glory days are on their way back to the club. The 4-time grand final winners have returned to rugby league's top flight for the first time since 2014, thanks to the new grading system. Noble says it's been a long journey since financial troubles and relegation.
I'm just so excited that the halcyon days that I had in the late 90s and through 2000, 2010, there's a chance now to improve the prospects on the field in the Super League and climb the Super League ladder and hopefully get them back to the glory days.
Lando Norris faces consequences after crashing into his teammate at the Singapore Grand Prix. McLaren held the British driver accountable for the collision on the first lap, which put him ahead of Oscar Piastri. The title battle between these two continues in Texas for the US Grand Prix this weekend. We're here with our F1 correspondent Josh Cole. Josh, what's the latest?
Thanks, Pat. It's going to be interesting to see how this plays out. Now, with the Constructors' Championship wrapped up for McLaren, the two teammates can go gung-ho for the Drivers' Championship. With Oscar Piastri sitting just 22 points ahead of Lando Norris, and this race weekend in Texas being declared a heat hazard race, things could get spicy.
Thank you, Josh. Now, Naomi Osaka has pulled out of the Japan Open after suffering a leg injury in the second round. Despite holding back tears and needing painkillers, the former world number 1 defeated Susan Lamons in the last 16. She will now miss her quarter-final tie that was scheduled for today. 4 women players could feature in this year's Darts World Championships, the most there has ever been. Beau Greaves secured her place after reaching the final of the World Youth Championships, beating number 2 Luke Littler on her way. She has now been given her PDC tour card for the first time. In the NFL, the Cincinnati Bengals produced an upset in the NFL, beating the Pittsburgh Steelers 33-31. A last-gasp field goal secured the victory for the Bengals, defeating their old rivals. As well, Wembley prepares for the final NFL London game on Sunday, with the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the LA Rams. Jake and Ben gave their insights.
I genuinely think this is a really, really good game, at least on paper, and I'd be very surprised if it didn't turn out to ultimately be that way.
It's Jags fans' Christmas for all of us in the UK. Santa's wearing teal.
That's all from us this hour. We'll be back at 2 p.m. with more. Remember, you can keep up to date 24 hours a day on our website, which is solentsportsnews.com.